Right now on Up with KREM, relief in sight as air quality improves. We're talking with the Spokane Clean Air Agency about how it's measured and why you should care about poor air quality.
The chance of thunderstorms is in the forecast. I'll let you know what that means for air quality and fire danger as we head into the afternoon.
So that's something that we're tracking very closely, but it's a number that changes every day.
A surge in COVID cases across Washington. Why officials believe the increase is linked to the Delta variant.
A flight crew took extreme measures to restrain an unruly passenger. Why this man was duct taped to his seat.
Up with KREM starts right now.
Hey, good morning, friends. Thanks so much for joining us on Up with KREM. This week, we are welcoming our newest anchor, Channing Curtis. Channing, so glad to have you here with us.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we found out that Channing is a big coffee drinker.
Absolutely.
He drinks all kinds. She likes it hot, cold. But we also found out Channing loves wine, too.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your favorite type of wine and what have you tried in the Inland Northwest so far?
So I have gotten to two. I've gotten to go to Arbor Crest. A lot of people sent that one in for me to go try out, so I appreciate that. It was fantastic. But my favorite, I'm a red wine girl.
Oh, you're red wine. Okay. Well, yeah, if you have any more recommendations for wineries or other places, local things Channing should try, text us 509-448-2000. In the meantime, let's take a live look outside right now. Obviously, it is still very hazy, but it is improving.
That's right. Thankfully, we're finally starting to see an improvement in our air quality in eastern Washington and North Idaho. Now, both areas are currently in the moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups range, but it's definitely an improvement from the last few days. Now, someone who knows firsthand about all of the air quality and all of our weather here in the Inland Northwest, our Jeremy Legoo. He's outside. Jeremy, how's it feeling out there? Can you still, does it feel a little smoky? I know the last few days you were out there, you said you could almost taste the smoke.
It's a faint smell. I knew you were going to ask that. So I was out here just taking deep breaths going, do I really notice it or is it in my head? No, I think I do notice it, but it is greatly improved and it does start to feel a lot better out here. But look at the sun. Absolutely incredible. Well, don't look at it outside. You can look at it here on the morning show. That's safe. But temperatures currently hover in the low 70s. We're at 72 degrees right now here in Spokane. Not too bad. 65 in Coeur d'Alene, 55 in Sandpoint, 64 in Moses Lake, and 71 in Wenatchee. Air quality does hover at moderate this morning. It is hovering between moderate and unhealthy for sensitive groups around the Inland Northwest. We are likely going to see a bit of an improvement as we get into the day tomorrow, but today comes with a different threat. It's thunderstorms across the Inland Northwest, localized strong wind gusts, and the threat of some of that lightning without the rain means wildfire danger. We have red flag warnings in place this afternoon for what those thunderstorms are going to bring, the locally strong wind gusts and some of that lightning threat. And notice nothing going on right now, but later on today, that is a much different story. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover build in this afternoon as those storms develop to our south. A bulk of the activity does remain to our south, but we'll see temps climb into the mid 90s, and we'll likely see one of those thunderstorms move in later on today and even overnight. That possibility sticks with us.
Well, this morning, the Washington area is seeing a big spike in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations. State health officials are concerned because they believe the increase is linked to the Delta variant.
And Spokane is starting to see a sharp spike in COVID cases here as well. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley joins us now from the newsroom.
Hi, good morning, Channing and Tim. The number of new cases reported by the Spokane Regional Health District right now is 272. Now that brings the new total to more than 49,800 cases. Now the health district also reported 30 new COVID hospitalizations from Monday, bringing the latest total to 85. Now, interim health officer Dr. Frank Velasquez says Spokane's hospitals are very busy right now. And that's not only because of the recent increase in COVID hospitalizations, but also because they are seeing a lot of high acuity patients at the same time. Now, according to the Spokane Regional Health District, 95% of local COVID hospitalizations are among people who are not vaccinated. And while the Delta variant is circulating throughout Spokane County, other strains of the virus are also spreading quickly in our region.
So that's something that we're tracking very closely, but it's a number that changes every day. because patients get transferred between services depending on the acuity that they have, and patients get discharged to other care facilities.
Now, we have not been able to confirm the current capacity percentages at Spokane Hospital, and that's because they fluctuate daily, right? So both Providence Sacred Heart and MultiCare say they are seeing that increase in COVID hospitalizations, but they do have room to treat people who need care. Now, Dr. Velasquez said yesterday in his conversations with providers, though, hospitals are starting to reach a total they should not exceed on a regular basis. Now, early on in the pandemic, you might remember when hospitals became overwhelmed with COVID patient capacity, they paused or rescheduled elective surgeries. At this time, Dr. Velasquez says Spokane hospitals are not discussing doing this again. Reporting in the newsroom, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Now, in the meantime, the CDC says the Delta variant accounts for more than 93% of new cases reported during the last 2 weeks of July.
Yeah, so at the end of May, the Delta variant only caused about 3% of new COVID cases. 6:05 now, it's time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Now, a quick warning to our viewers at home. This story does mention sexual assault. Former Spokane police officer Nathan Nash has been arrested in a second rape investigation. Now, this second investigation was spurred by a complaint to the police department on July 6th of 2019. Nash had previously been terminated by SPD for charges related to another incident. You can find out more about this investigation over on our website at KREM.com.
A federal wayman is charged with taking part in the Capitol riot. Tyler Slaker was identified because of pictures his mom posted on Facebook. They show him inside the Capitol on January 6th. The FBI was able to match security video from inside the Capitol with Facebook pictures. Now, Slaker will face several charges for entering the Capitol during the riot.
A permanent control tower could be coming to the Coeur d'Alene Airport. The facility is one of the busiest in the region, according to the airport's manager. The place averages around 370 operations per day, which is more than the Spokane International Airport. Control towers are similar to a stoplight on busy intersections that regulate the flow of traffic by controller staff communicating to pilots across airwaves. Now, airport officials say that having a controller on the field would elevate airport safety for both the general public and aircraft. Now, that's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM.
Still ahead here, air quality is improving across the inland Northwest. Coming up after the break, the Spokane Clean Air Agency joining us live on the show. They explain to us what exactly the AQI is and how it's measured.
And we'll take you outside and talk the chance of thunderstorms later on today. We are under a severe weather threat, or it is in our region. It's down to the south mainly, as storms are expected to develop later on this afternoon. I'll let you know when they arrive and who has the best chance at picking up a little bit of rain and who might see some lightning.